David, what's going on, man? Welcome to the live stream. How are we doing? Hope we're all well. Like you're saying, this game week should be an amazing game week coming up. I completely agree. It's going to be an absolute belter, I think. Absolute belter. I'm super excited for it, to be honest. But yeah, hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. Gaza, let's go. Hello, Harry, sir. Hope you're well. Got you on the big screen in the living room. Gaza, it's an absolute honor to be on the big screen in the living room. Yeah, just like to dedicate this moment to all my fans. Yeah, it's been a long time coming to get onto the big screen in the living room, but yeah, glad we're there. Yeah, glad we made it today. I'm only playing with you, Gaza. Appreciate you though, guys. How we doing? Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing well. I imagine we're very excited for this upcoming game week. Yeah, as we all are. And yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a cracker, guys, isn't it? To be fair, game week 260, a load of stuff happening. Yeah, super excited for this upcoming game week. And yeah, it is a pleasure to be on the big screen in Gaz's living room. I do really appreciate it, Gaz. Yeah, just going through game week 259 right now. I just found out that Eric Garcia is starting, which is big news for me because I have him in a team down here. Yeah, there's 10th right now in All-Star Rare Pro, 327 points. Let's go H. Garcia going to deliver that this afternoon. He needs to. This is his time. He needs to deliver for me this afternoon. Like you said, we're 71 points away from top. So that means Garcia basically needs to get me 100 points to get to clinch top. I don't think he, one, will get that, and two, I don't think the scores will be like this low, if that makes sense. David says, cheers, all good as always, mate. Ramsey isn't starting, which is annoying. Hopefully off the bench and scores. Yeah, I just saw my sofa score then. I got the notification that he wasn't starting. A little bit annoying, but Marciano looks like he's had a stinker against Slavia Prague, and then Nico was out of the game yesterday for personal reasons, so it doesn't look like I'll grab any ETH this midweek, which is annoying. We are sitting in 8th in All-Star Rare Pro, which is absolutely huge. Yeah, Cho Young-wook off the bench with an assist. Nishio with a decent AA score for once. They lost the game, to be fair, so he didn't even get a clean sheet. So yeah, there's encouraging signs there. And then De La Cruz, Casco, and Amani, the River Boys, all came up clutch yesterday. And yeah, I'm currently sitting in 8th, which is a star rare. I don't think I'll stay there, if I'm honest. I'd be over the moon with a tier 1 if we can stay there. Yeah, whether we do or not, I really don't know, but it's probable. There's obviously 7% of games left, and a load of games, obviously, that haven't kicked off yet that will be in that 93%. So yeah, a load of things can change for sure. I am really excited about this Specialist Limited as well, guys. Have a look at this. Jordan Morris, goal and assist yesterday, AA score of 12. Roldan with a 3.3, but got an assist for Morris's goal, which is huge. And then Escara got me a goal from the penalty spot. So we're basically looking at Vargas and Reyes, the Atlas boys, to clinch me first place. I mean, there's 131.9 points I need. If we get a clean sheet, I think it's very probable. Again, things might change. Somebody might blitz it and get like 400 points or whatever, which I don't know about. But right now, it looks to be on. The podium hunt is definitely on. All-Star under 23 rare Nico again has kind of crushed this team. Maicon came off the bench. People thought he was going to start, which is his first game for Corinthians, and they lost 2-0, so he'll probably start on the weekend, I imagine. Osaka got another clean sheet for me, which was also huge. And then, yeah, Gakpo looks like he's starting for PSV, and Wesley Fofana is also starting for Leicester, so that should be interesting to see, yeah, who comes out on top there in terms of scores, in terms of, the game itself. But yeah, super excited about this one here. Young Woo completely killed me as my captain. They won 2-1, but they got a man sent off. Tani conceded in the last minute, which wasn't ideal, even though they conceded 2, so it didn't really make a difference in terms of clean sheets or not. But you got a decent AA score. You got 15 points from keeper sweepers, which was nice. Like I said, Wu killed me. Enzo Fernandez is just being Enzo Fernandez right now. He's an absolute monster. Yeah, don't really know what to say about him. He's just completely killing things right now. And then Alvarez got me a massive 95.3. Got himself an assist. Yeah, he was on fire yesterday. He was creating stupid amount of chances. What's that? 6 chances, or 6 attempted assists. 2 big chances created. Shot on target. So yeah, he was on fire, to be fair. So yeah, guys, we could be, if we're like really lucky, looking at maybe 3 prizes. That would be crazy for a midweek. I'd be more than happy with just the one, to be honest, with the All-Star Rare Pro. I think that's the most probable, as we've got the points on the board already. But oh my god, I would completely love to yeah, get something in the Specialist Limited, which I'm really enjoying right now as a division. And then yeah, All-Star Rare Pro, which is my bread and butter. I would love also to get something from there, but we'll see what happens. Jonathan, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining the live. Yeah, hope you're well, mate. But yeah, how are we all doing midweek, guys? Any success stories right now? Yeah, have we got anyone in any good positions in terms of prizes? West Ham's team here: Benrahma, Antonio Bowen, Fornals, Rice, Souček, Fredericks, Dawson, Zuma, Cresswell, and Areola. Okay, not a bad team. They play Lyon. I'm just looking at Braga's team here. Leite isn't in the starting 11, so luckily we left him out of the side. Zappacosta just scored an own goal for, well, he's technically scored for Leipzig, but he doesn't play for Leipzig. So yeah, not ideal for the clean sheet for Atlanta there. Gaza says, wow, brilliant scores. Good luck, mate. Thank you, Gaz. To be honest, I have been really unlucky recently. I'm not just saying it. I actually have been quite unlucky. So it would be nice if we could win something, to be honest. But you know, it is what it is. It's always next week, like we always say. But yeah, super excited to see how Atlas get on tonight. That'd be 10 o'clock my time, so probably obviously even later in the UK. So yeah, really excited to see if we can steal something from Game Week 259. Yeah, in terms of Game Week 260, Jesus, there's just so much going on. Like I mentioned in one of my videos, like I've never seen things up here. There's just so much going on in the sense that, yeah, so many more mixed divisions or mixed leagues. David says, currently sat in 93rd in under 23 rare with Captain Sorare to play, 249 points. Fingers crossed he can get me a tier 2 or tier 3. That sounds like a decent little position to be in, David, to be completely honest. 250 with Sorare to play. If he hits you 60s, 70s, 80s, what's that, 330s, you're probably looking at a prize, aren't you, midweek? So yeah, massive good luck to you there, mate. Jonathan, I've got a good Champs America Pro team to look forward to this weekend. Jonathan, let me know who those players are. I'd be interested to know. Yeah, I don't think I've got the players right now, personally, to make the jump into Champs America Pro. I could play Champs America Rare, but I don't think I can make the Pro. Yeah, I haven't got enough. Well, I haven't got nowhere near good enough super rares. But yeah, I'd be interested to see yeah, your team. So let me know in the comments. And yeah, guys. So yeah, I think this game week's going to be huge. Like I said, I have set out some teams already, so I've got a rough guideline of what I want to see. In terms of in terms of this weekend. Carlos Walters in the house. Carlos, what's going on, man? Barca will have a very high possession percentage tonight. Hopefully Garcia can get you at least 70 points. That would be very ideal. If you could get me 70 points before the bonus, you're looking at what? 90 something, with the bonus. That would be huge. If you could get me another 45 points, we're on the podium, which would be massive. But yeah, whether that happens or not, we don't know. But that would be really, really nice. I was just going to check. How can we check? Yeah, so I was just going to check how this game's going on in terms of Feyenoord. So Koku's on a 44 right now. So hopefully that stays at a similar score. Gus Till's been dragged. Brian Linson's been dragged for Toonstra and Dessers. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, Sinisterra did get his goal, so it's not ideal for the under-23 situation, but it's not the end of the world as well, so we take it. Definitely not the end of the world. Mateus has given us a retweet. So if you're watching Mateus, thank you for that. I do really appreciate it. Yeah, super excited for Game Week 260. Like I said, I've made my teams, but they're nowhere near final right now. These are just like a rough draft. I've thrown in an under 23 super rare as usual. I've got a load of rare teams, to be fair, as usual. Again, I have entered an American team. I might consider doing that. I might change it as well. We don't know yet. In terms of the mixed leagues, I ended up selling my legends yesterday, guys. I sold a couple of my legends. I've got a bit of a bank balance right now. I've got 0.3 ETH in there. As I say that, final just go 2-1 down, which is very interesting. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I did sell my legends. Like, right now for me, I'll be honest, I don't really see the point in them that much. I know they're cool to have, they're nice, but in terms of utility, I'm just not having it. Like in this, so top 25 will win another Legends card. Yeah, it was sorry about that noise. I smashed my phone with my keyboard. Yeah, it is 2-1 to final, by the way. But yeah, in terms of the Legends, I ended up selling my Legends. I sold 3 of them. I don't know. I needed to buy a goalie. I needed to buy a legend goalie. No, not a legend. A limited goalie to play this weekend. And I was just like, do I want to spend £100 on a limited legend why do I keep saying legend? On a limited goalie, that I'm probably not going to use again, just for the Legends tournament. And I don't know, it's just not really doing it for me. I have entered a very, very skeptical specialist super rare team. This doesn't even have a starting goalkeeper. I have entered an underdog rare league team. So yeah, I'm not sure if all those players will play. I might retract that entry, to be fair, because I don't think much is going to happen. Shaka Boom's in the house. What's going on, mate? You are late, but I will forgive you. But yeah, you're all good. But yeah, I want to enter. I want to enter the Specialist Limited League again, but I don't have a goalkeeper playing this weekend, as far as I'm aware, and I have a few defenders. I've got Akumo and Long. I have a few midfielders in Lendl and Asaka, but I don't have a forward either, which is just annoying. So I probably won't enter. I won't buy anything more this weekend. David says, good thinking on selling the legends. Limited utility. Get out while the prices are still high after the hype. Unless you've got Cruyff, you will struggle to win anything. Yeah, good point. To be fair, I sold Cruyff yesterday. I sold Beckenbauer, Cruyff, and who's the Real Madrid guy? D something. I'm being stupid now. Where am I looking? Di Stefano, there it is. So I sold all those 3 yesterday. I don't know. Like you said, Dave, I'm probably selling at a good time, maybe, hopefully. And yeah, just gonna sort of take it from there. And yeah, guys, let's have a look at the prize pools for first things first. So prize pools is always where we like to look first in terms of the game week. So yeah, we'll start with commons. We know what's going on there. Obviously 83,000 participants there, which is nice. In terms of the mixed league, so we've got the Legends Pro, where you can play the rare and the super rare legends, and you can win like a top 3 win a jersey, which is, I guess, quite cool. The limited legends, like we've mentioned, top 25 win a legends card. The specialist super rare league, tier 1 unique, which is big. I mean, I'm looking through these players here. There is some really nice players there, to be fair. But only 3 prizes, of course, which is, it's fine. With 225 entrants, it's not the end of the world. Underdog Rare League, there's 30 prizes on offer. Top 5 get star rares, which is nice, and then the rest get tier 1s, which is definitely nothing to be ashamed of in terms of that quality of prizes. 1,500 participants there. We've got the Specialist Limited League with 48 rare prizes, and then from 49th to 500 limited prizes, which isn't bad. 7,600 entrants. And then we've got the Underdog Limited League, just under 5,000 entrants. And yeah, that pays to 500 limited cards, which is nice. In terms of limiteds, we've got 20,000 in All-Star. We've got just under 7,000 in under 23s, 5,004 in Champs Europe, 6,000 in Challenger, just under 5,000 in America, and 4,001 in Asia, which is nice to see. In terms of the rares, we've got 15,300 in All-Star, 630 prizes. The cards ratio to entrants look very similar to last weekend, to be fair. 2,000 in All-Star Pro, 125 cards. 250 cards on offer in under 23, just under 2,000 entrants in under 23, but I think that'll definitely rise. And then we've got under 23 Pro, just under 500 with 50 cards on offer. Yeah, it would be nice to steal one of those Mbappes. There's only one left. Pedri there, really high in the prize pool. We've got Timber as well, which would be very nice at some point to win one of those. David says, under 23s are going to be stupid high in points in this upcoming game week. I've focused on the other divisions, as I can see you needing 400 plus in under 23 Rare Pro. Yeah. We'll have a look at the fixtures in a minute, but yeah, I've been looking on Twitter myself, and a load of people seem to think the same thing. Aaron's just joined the party. Aaron, what's going on, mate? I'm doing well myself, to be honest. Nice Thursday, good weather. Just come back from the gym. Aaron, I hope your back's okay. I did see on Twitter that you're having a bit of trouble with your back. So, yeah, hopefully you can get that fixed. But, yeah, I wouldn't say huge hopes for the weekend, Aaron, to be honest, because I've got a load of injuries. Yari Visharan's injured. Amaya's suspended. There's a few little niggles here and there in my gallery, but I know I can come out the other end in to a certain degree, but we're not at like full strength. Let me know how you're getting on. I did see you're going to do, was it a USG and somebody else stack? Well, you split up the USG boys, didn't you, or something? I saw on Twitter. Yeah, you said something, but yeah, I hope you are well, mate. Hope the back's okay. But yeah, just looking down at the prize pool here, so we got 265 in Champions Europe, which is nice. In the Pro, we got 45. Challenger, 365. It's a lot of prizes, that is, guys. It is a lot of prizes. And then we've got 61 prizes in Challenger Pro. America, there's 150. A load of tier 3s, though. A couple of stars. And then we've got America Pro, 25 prizes. Asia, 120. And Asia Pro, 22. Feyenoord have just scored. Please don't be Koku. I really hope it's not. Oh, Cyril Dessers has scored, but Koku might get the assist for all we know, because he's very, very prone to doing that. And I would not be surprised at all if he's got the assist. Sorry if anyone is a Koku holder here, but for my sake, I don't want him getting an assist, to be completely honest. But you know, it is what it is. Hopefully he doesn't. No, okay. Marcos Senesi have scored, and Dessers has got the assist, which is interesting. And then over to the Super Rares, we've got the All-Star, 40 prizes. We've got the Star Super Rare at the top. And then that pays down to 40, 360 entrants, which is rising, to be fair. 122 in under 23 with 28 prizes. Something I'm going to be trying to aim for again this weekend, but my boys just don't seem to click right now in terms of my super rares. I just don't have enough strength and depth to really get something going. Aaron says USG Dynamo in Challenger and put another USG stack in Specialist. Vazania finally back against Beershot. Ooh, that's a big one. Hoping for goals there. Had to stick Twain in a punty one as he's a doubt. Yeah, I saw. Didn't he come off injured or something? I saw he scored a wicked goal. David says it's great hearing you down. Great you talking down Koku. I'm sat here watching the Leipzig game, begging Nkuku not to score or assist. He won a penalty and Silva missed it. Oh, I didn't know that, to be fair. Jesus. Oh, I'm very happy that Silva missed that penalty. Jesus, that is huge. But yeah, I mean, Koku's just the man, isn't he, right now? I mean, yeah, it's just hard to keep him quiet, but I don't know, maybe hopefully we can keep him quiet today. 15 minutes left. Gaz just messaged me on Discord saying, Wesley Fofana starts tonight. What do you think about the weekend? I'd say I'd see how tonight plays out, Gaza, if you are still watching. I think I'm going to play Fofana, depending on what happens tonight, of course. I'll have to, have a little look after the game and stuff to see, obviously, what happens if he gets taken off, injured, whatever it is. But yeah, you'd like to think he starts on the weekend. I don't see why not. I know they're playing. I guess they play Sunday, I imagine. It's enough rest for these guys. Fofana haven't played for a year. I know that could, you could look at that one way and go, he needs the rest because he's, don't rush him back. But ultimately, he's probably he's been fresh for a few weeks now and raring to play. So yeah, I'm probably going to risk Fofana this weekend. Anyway, nonetheless, let's get into some lineup building, guys. Let's do what we do best. Over to Sorare data, lineup building time, right? So as we always do, we always try and get the under 23 rare pro team out of the way first. And yeah, we always start with the goalkeeper. So we toggle the opponent's score, to the highest, and we just basically look down from there. That's basically the way I do it. So at the top of the list, we've got Osako. He's had 2 clean sheets in 2. He's just become the number 1 again for Hiroshima in the J League. Aaron says, yeah, mate, Teddy scored a banger and then got injured 5 minutes later. Yeah, I used to be a Teddy holder myself, to be fair. Just replying to you, Gaza. Yeah, I saw the goal. He scored a wicked left foot volley, didn't he? But yeah, gutted he got injured. I do miss holding my Tuema. I bought him like super cheap before he like blew up. I bought 2 actually. Ended up selling 1 prematurely and kept 1. But anyway, yeah, I do really miss Tuema, to be honest. But yeah, in terms of my goalkeepers, guys, what are we saying here? Osako looks a really, really good option. Van der Voort equally looks a very good option as well. Away to Serrain. If I've said that right, is it Serrain? Serrain? I don't know. RFC Serrain. Either way, the bookies fancy Genk massively. The opposition scores are pretty similar. Van der Voort has a better bonus, but I don't know. What would you guys do? Would you go Osako or Van der Voort here? What would you think the safer play is? Like I said, Osako's 2 clean sheets in 2. Van der Voort's been on a clean sheet, a bit of a parade recently. So yeah, my hopes are high for Van der Voort as well. I'm just worried they're away, a little bit harder than being at home. We do have a few other options in Pice at home to Colorado. We also have a Diego Costa, of course. They're away to Guimarães. If we do have any of our Portuguese guys in here, if you can let me know anything about that game. Opposition score isn't great, but obviously the one thing that like frustrates me with the opposition score a little bit, not frustrates me, but you've just got to take this into consideration, right? When you're looking at the opposition score, you're looking at like every other team that have played that team in specifically, right? So and what I'm getting at is those teams aren't Porto. Like those teams aren't Porto. They're not top of the league. They're not unbeaten. Do you know what I'm saying? So like I understand the point of it, and I do like it. But I would say that, like, I don't know, I wouldn't take it as gospel, if that makes sense. But it does really help. Right, we've got some updates in the chat. Injuries and resting for the relegation playoffs, I believe. Oh, okay. Interesting. David says, Van der Voort for me. Osaka hasn't really been tested in the last 2 games. Barely had to make a save, though, so his defence must have been doing well. Rob says Osaka for me. Serraing aren't great, but do have some attacking talent. Interesting. David's gone at Van der Voort. Rob's gone Osaka. I'm torn as well, guys, to be completely honest. I've been thinking about this over the last few days when I've, did my provisional teams. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Like, I have more faith in Van der Voort in the sense that, I understand the league a little bit better. Osaka's just come back. Like you said, he hasn't been tested. But I do think Hiroshima are playing a weaker team than Genka. Even though Serraing aren't great, like Rob says, they do have a bit of attacking threat. So I don't know. It's a really tough one. I can see them both getting clean sheets if we're completely honest. And Van der Voort does have a better bonus, so technically he would get more points, you would imagine, hopefully with some saves as well. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm going to go Van der Voort. But then, I don't know. The only reason I'm saying I don't know is that probably everyone's going to play Van der Voort, right? So maybe Osaka could be a bit of variation. Maybe. Maybe is that the play? I don't know. I hope it is. Sorry, I'm just looking at a few scores here. Still 1-1 in the Leipzig game. Feyenoord still 1-1. Marciano's having an absolute stinker, by the way. Anyway, Aaron says VDV for me. Like I said, I believe Serraing will be very under strengths. Yeah, Rob says, I think both will get clean sheets. Yeah, I don't think you'll be far wrong there, Rob, to be fair. So maybe it doesn't matter too much. But then I always say I want to play my strongest team in the Rare Pro. But I'm just worried. We'll go Van der Vaart. I'm going to go with Van der Vaart for now. I'm probably going to play Osako in my under-23 Rare team, right? So, in terms of defenders, right? At the top of the list, we've got Nishio, who had a really good AA score in midweek. They're playing Kobe, or Vissel Kobe, who haven't been great at all. They're underperforming massively. Rob will probably let us know that in a minute. Jonathan says, Van der Vaart, in my opinion, look at Ghent last few games. They're in huge form. Yeah, I'd probably agree with you there, Jonathan, to be fair. Can't agree more. So, yeah, Nishio. I do like the look of Nishio right now. He's earning my trust back a little bit. He had a good AA score midweek, like I said. They didn't get a clean sheet, but he still got a good score. Bayer is definitely an option. I know it says he's expected to return early April, but that is fake news, guys. To be honest, because he didn't get injured last game, as far as I'm aware. Genk, not Ghent. Now you're fine. You got a 68 last game, and I wasted it. I also wasted his 83 as well. These are just AA scores as well, by the way. So for me, Bayer is a shoo-in to play in this team, to be completely honest. We have other options, like I said. We have a Wesley Fofana Rare, who probably will feature in some team for me. Either under 23 Rare Pro or Rare. We do have Nico Williams Super Rare. Again, he did miss last night with a personal reasons. So he didn't play. Kenny Tete played instead of him. They got a clean sheet. Do I want to risk Nico in one of these teams? Probably not. It's just not worth the risk for me. Aaron says, gonna hop off, mate. Got some bits to do before Leicester PSV. Have a great stream. We'll catch up soon. Thank you, Aaron, so much, mate. I do really appreciate you popping in. Make sure you get that back fixed. And yeah, good luck for this upcoming weekend. But going back to what I was saying, in terms of my defenders, we have options. We do have a few nice options. I think Bayer is definitely going to play. He looks like he got a really good matchup away to Foyth. Yeah, the opposition score's high enough for me to wear. I trust him a lot. He played last game, had a good game. They drew 1-1 with Mainz. Yeah, got a really good AA score, so I'm hoping for similar. Midfielders. Rob, you might be able to fill me in a little bit on this, but are we sure that this opposition score should be as high as it is for Gamba? I thought Gamba were like a decent-ish team. I'm not saying they're world beaters, but I was just surprised. Excuse me. That was like a burp and a hiccup at the same time. Yeah, sorry for that. In terms of, Gamba, why is the opposition score so high? I'm worried. I feel like it's baiting me into something. Yeah, not sure what that is all about, to be honest. Yari Visharan's injured, so he looks to be out. So I definitely won't risk him. Next, we've got a rare Arson. Looks to have a nice fixture. They are away, though. Onana similarly has a nice fixture, but again is away. And I think a few players are back for Lille. I think Sven Botman's back. I know he's a centre-back and Onana's a midfielder, but there might be a bit of tinkering there in terms of their lineup. And then down here, after the Jack de Vries, we've got Frankie Amaya, who got a red card on the weekend, so he won't be playing. And then we've got, Harry said, heard the perp from upstairs. That is definitely fake news. Yeah, Frankie Amaya red card, so he will definitely not be playing. Fabio Vieira is definitely a good option here. They are away, but it seems like anything Fabio Vieira touches right now turns to gold. And I've missed out on a lot of his good scores recently. So I think I'm going to go with Fabio Vieira here. Pomical doesn't do it for me right now. Enzo Fernandez, who's obviously a beast in his own right. Playing, looks like got a tough fixture at home, though, to Argentina Juniors. And then we've got Florentino Luis and Salamakers down here, which probably won't get much of a look in. So for me here, it's going to be hard not to go with Vieira on form. So I think I'm going to have to throw him in. If we're completely honest, I've just got SofaScore notification, and Feyenoord have just scored again. I will be devastated if this is Koku. I will be absolutely devastated. And it is Koku. No! 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 Koku's just scored, guys. I did not need that. I really did need that, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't need it. I really didn't need it. Oh, no. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at his score. Oh, no, 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 no. We really didn't need that. Like, really badly didn't need it. Ah, for God's sake. I'm just trying to find the... Now we're 13th in All-Star Rare Pro, which is not ideal. Yeah. What's his score? I wanted to look at the final game. Koku with a 72. Okay, so it's not a crazy score, but it's enough to where I just don't really need him having that type of score, you know. Yeah, that's annoying. That is very, very annoying. What does that mean in terms of my situation here in the under 23 Rare Pro? I just wanted to refresh it. Okay, yeah, we're 13th now. We need 85 points now for first, so we won't be getting, well, we definitely won't be getting yeah, we won't be getting first position. Okay, interesting. That makes things harder for us. But, you know, what can you do? Probably had to expect a Koku goal there, didn't you, in that game? Who got the assist? Doesn't look like it's showing who got the assist, but... always comes up clutch, Koku. So frustrating. So frustrating. Right, let's get back to lineup building. So, David says, even off the bench, Vieira will get a decisive. Yeah, I mean, I'm praying he starts, to be completely honest. I'd be shocked if he doesn't. Yeah, so we're going to throw him in for now. I think he's definitely the play. In terms of our forwards, I definitely think Gakpo is the play here. At home to Walwick, it'd be stupid for me not to play him, I think. You know, Alvarez got a decent game according to Sorare data. Vieira not bad. Oh, David Taylor, direct free kick. He's good. He's very, very technical, that guy, isn't he? Direct free kick. Wow. I don't know why it says Gakpo is expected to return, because he's playing tonight. So we're throwing in Gakpo there. It'd be stupid for us not to. In terms of our other or our extra player, do we... This is my contemplation here, right? My best super rare left is Nishio, I think. We've got Suzuki that looks like he's got a really good fixture, but I just don't see how Shimzu are going to be that good against Gamba, to be honest. Where I think Nishio could get another good game under his belt. Young Wook is definitely an option, but I'm probably going to need to save him for the super rare division, unless we play Wook in here. I've got a good feeling about Wook this weekend. Go with two forwards. I rarely go with two forwards, but I think this could be a good play, actually. I think it could. And then I could play Ferreira in... I could play my Jesus Ferreira rare card in the super rare division, maybe. I don't know. What would you guys do here? Sean says Cho Young Wook. Sean's joined the party. Sean, what's going on, man? Yeah, Sean fancies Wook, does he? Aren't you excited that you have a Maya available? I'm ecstatic, Sean, to be completely honest. Yeah, really helps my lineups this week, having a Maya available. But yeah, I think Wook has to be the play here, doesn't he? Like we're anticipating huge scores in under 23s this weekend, and I'm gonna need decisive. So I think Wook might be the play, guys. I really do. And then I'd probably captain Gakpo, and I think I would call it a day there. Rob says Blue Wings are in a really bad spot, so Cho should do well. I would like to say Amaya, fantastic matchup. Sean, stop winding me up. I don't need it. Rob says I play Yari in this team. I'm not sure if you're aware, Rob, but he did come off injured last game. And from what I understand, he is still injured. Rich is just joined the party. What's going on, Rich? Yeah, so from my understanding, Rob, Yari is injured. Oh yeah, he forgot. That's fine. That's good. Ooh, a nice little score here in All-Star Limited for Wakey. Just needs a Saliba masterclass now. Oh, I'm just so fed up with these Koku goals, man. I'm so fed up of them. Anyway, back to this. So, do we think that this is the best bet? I think it is for now. In terms of under 23 rare, we're going to go with... I think we're going to play Osako in goals. I think he's the best option. It looks like he's most likely to get a clean sheet. So I think Osako's just a shoe in there. Shaka Boom, says Vieira. I did see Matsuoku was on the bench last game, to be fair, Sean. So I don't know where to put him basically this weekend is what I'm getting at. I don't know if I want to risk him in one of my under 23 situations. I might risk him in All-Star Pro or somewhere elsewhere where there's less pressure on my players to start. But yeah, I'd be over the moon if Matsuoku does get back in. But he's too much of a risk for me right now in terms of putting him in like my best team, or one of my best teams. David says, "Don't worry, Coco will be on the bench at Roma or somewhere next season." We can all wish for that for sure. Sean, are you playing Matsuko this weekend? I'd be interested to know. Defenders, Seo Young-woo looks like he's got the best matchup in terms of they're playing Daegu, who have been struggling recently. Olsen at home, and I don't want to waste a Seo Young-woo masterclass. Sean says, yeah, probably not worth running. Yeah, that's my thinking as well, to be fair. Probably not going to run him yet. My friends just text me to say that apparently Koku went off injured. It does say here he did go off injured. I'll show you on SofaScore. We know we can't trust SofaScore too much. My friend just texted me to say that Koku went off injured. It says here there's a little injured little injured badge there to say that Koku went out. So maybe he is injured. Not that I wish injury upon anyone, but if anyone was to get an injury, I wouldn't mind him getting one after that goal, you know? Maybe I'm okay to say that, am I? Sean says, probably not worth running yet. No, none of them. Okay, fair enough. Okay, midfielders, right? We've got a few decent options. Arsene looks like he got a wicked matchup. Onana, equally a good matchup as well. But I just don't know. I really don't know where. I know Enzo Fernandez is probably going to play. Big game, tough game, but I think we'll see the best of him in this sort of environment and in this sort of game. I, of course, obviously have to pair him with Alvarez then. It could just be a limp off in the 89th minute, eating up time. I didn't have it on. That is true. Feyenoord have just conceded, by the way. It is now 3-3. Ibrahim Torres just scored for them. There it is there. 3-3 Feyenoord. Wow. Conceded 3 goals. Very interesting. Wait for the dip. Back to the lineup builder. So, extra time. Who do we play in our extra position? On the surface of things, it's out of Arsene, Onana, Fofana, and that's basically it. Ferreira as well, but I don't really want to play Ferreira. I don't want to play 2 forwards in under 23s, to be honest. So I prefer to go with a defender or a midfielder if I can. What are we saying? Are we saying Arsene or Fofana? Rob says Gomez or Nico. Ooh, Rob, you're trying to stitch me up here, Rob? Nah, I don't know. I mean, I think Gomez is a good shout, to be completely honest. Nico, going back to the whole personal thing in midweek, I think it's too much of a risk. I don't see the point in risking that, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, Gomez is definitely a shout. How good a Kornick or Korndrick? I don't know how to pronounce that, to be honest. Let's have a look at Anderlecht. So the next game is here. Standings. Okay, so they're 12th in the league. Sean says Arsene. You can make me lose 1 week. Okay. Shaka Boom says Arsene as well. Yeah, I'm not disappointed in any of that, to be honest. I can really see why you guys are saying Arsene. To be honest, he was. I mean, yeah. The light green here is very tempting to look at. I did see that he would play well. They did say that he can feature this weekend. I don't think they said he can play. So I think there is a difference there. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays. Don't get me wrong. He could very well play. And they can get promoted with a win this weekend. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. I didn't know that, actually. So, yeah, I think looking back, yeah, it's got to be Arsene or Gomez. Arsene's obviously, playing further. Well, I tell you what, Gomez plays very forward for a left back, but I'm worried about the amount of possession loss that he could get. So I think Arsene is definitely the play here. And in terms of captain, I think I'm going to go with Enzo. He has the best AA score for me, most consistent. So again, we're going to throw him in there, right? So under 23 super rare. A few of these pick themselves, so we're going to throw Tanny, and even though it doesn't look like he has a great matchup, yeah, it is what it is. We might have to throw him in. Sean says might be 6-hour show, though. In terms of our defenders, Rich says, some players in your team makes a mockery of spending an hour deciding in which Turkish Super League bum players to play. Don't be silly. Sean says, Fofana is in today. Not sure if he's going to play at the weekend again. Yeah, that is a worry. I was speaking to, who was I speaking to? I'm being stupid now. I'm just looking on Discord. Gaza. Gaza, sorry if you're still watching. Your name completely, left me there. Rob says Tanny has a good fixture this weekend. Home to a poor side. Okay, maybe Tanny is a good play this weekend then. Maybe Sorare data is lying to me in terms of the opposition score. Right, defenders, right? Are we playing Nishio? We can't not play Nishio, can we? Or do we play Nico? I think we're probably going to play Nico and Nishio, if I'm honest. I'm definitely going to throw Nico in there. I'll probably play Nishio as my extra because I don't have many centre mids right now that I can go with in midfielders when I'm talking about Super Rays. Yeah, Rob, talk to me about this Gamba situation. Have they got that good of a fixture, or is this, or am I being clickbaited into playing a player that I shouldn't play? But it looks like, unless I want to risk Daiki, which I probably don't want to, yeah. David says, keep an eye on both Fofana and Evans in this game. Evans got 60 at the weekend, then subbed. They might do similar with Fofana then tonight, perhaps. Looks like they want both to start and get minutes. Interesting. Sean says, I wouldn't use the opposition score that much. It is flawed a bit. Yeah, this is. I mentioned this at the start of my stream. I was like, what my brain looks at is like, I was looking at the Porto score, right, for Costa. Obviously, Porto are the best team in the league, right? So this opposition score is showing you an average of the scores that every other team that have played this Guimarães, right, which isn't Porto. Porto are one of the better teams, so they're going to probably get a better score, or the goalkeeper's going to get a better score. Basically what I was getting at the start of my stream. But yeah, I think Sean will probably say a similar thing there. But you'll probably articulate it better than I can because I'm not very good with my words. Rob says Gamba aren't good at the back. They give up a lot of XG. Suzuki could be okay against them. Okay. Josh says stay away from Eric Garcia this game. We can't imagine him starting. Yeah, Garcia's definitely not starting this weekend. I'm going nowhere near him, to be fair. So yeah, maybe Suzuki is the play. We'll throw in Suzuki there then. Rob says Suzuki is better than Matsuko this week. Okay, nice to know. Very good to know. In terms of our forward, guys, obviously we've just used Wook in our under 23 Rare Pro, which means we're left with basically only Jesus Ferreira here as a rare card, which is not the end of the world. They're home to Colorado. I see Dallas scoring goals here. Hopefully Ferreira can be in and amongst them. And yeah, we're just left to have to play with a rare in a super rare in a super rare division, which isn't the end of the world. Extra, it has to be a super rare because we've obviously used up our rare allocation. Not playing Garcia, we're not playing Vishara, we're not playing Amaya, we're not playing Lihaji, we're not going to risk Daiki. Nishio or George Campbell? Sean, what would you do here? Would you go Nishio or George Campbell? Campbell away to Charlotte. Rob says he got to go. Appreciate your input as always, Rob. Yeah, have a wicked night, mate. And yeah, good luck for this upcoming game week. Sean, what would you say there in terms of Nishio and Campbell? I know, like we said, let's ignore the opposition score. Both away, of course. Charlotte ain't... aren't great, are they, to be honest. Is Campbell going to play? I know Miles is going to come back in, but isn't there a few big injuries at Atlanta? I thought the guy just did his ACL, Alonso, and somebody else got injured as well, didn't he? The other CDM. So, yeah, there could be... David says, didn't Lehaji play last game? No, he did, David. You are right. Lehaji did play last game. But I spoke to somebody yesterday who's a Lille supporter, and he doesn't seem to think that he'll play. They've maybe got a few players back. Jonathan David was on the bench. So, yeah, I think there was a bit of rotation there, to be honest, with the Lehaji situation. He might very well start again, but I don't want to risk him. Sean says probably Nishio, but neither are great Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're not great options, are they? Nishio's probably more nailed on. So maybe we'll just go in Nishio for now. In terms of our captain, do we go Williams or Suzuki? Suzuki's obviously playing further up the field, so probably more likely to get a goal, but you just never know. Fulham at home against Coventry, Nico could very well get an assist, and definitely a clean sheet. So I think it could be safer to go Nico captain, if we're honest here, and maybe go with it that way. So we've right now got our under-23 rare team done, which looks strong, I think. Under-23 rare pro looks decent as well. Sean says, gotta go. Got another show. No worries, Sean. Thank you for your input, mate. I do really appreciate it. David says, okay, that makes sense. Vitesse might get a start if some of the players are knackered from the Leicester game, but doubt it. That's a very good point. I did not think of that, David, to be honest. Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. Yeah, I'll definitely think about that. But yeah, I can't risk him in any of these lineups, to be honest. I need to go with as much as nailed on as can be, basically, is what I'm getting at there. Right, so that's thrown a spanner in the works a little bit for me now, because I was going to play Jesus Ferreira in an America lineup, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen now, because we've had to play him here because we've gone with Cho Young Wook in this lineup. So, which is not, I'm not disappointed in that. I think this team needs Wook in here, to be honest. He's a lot stronger than Nishio would be, and he's obviously more nailed on than Nico would be, I think. I just don't want to risk it. So I think these three lineups are very, very solid, and they're always my best lineups, quote unquote, and the ones that I concentrate most on. So let's just get into trying to build out an all-star rare pro team. We've still got a few goalkeepers to go. David says, I think for next season, Vitesse could become a starter with Gakpo and maybe Gotze leaving. Tempted to pick up his rare card soon. I think that could be a good play, David, to be fair. I can see that happening. Maybe Maduaki moves on as well. Maybe not, though. But I still think it could happen. There's no reason why it couldn't. Right, so we've still got a load of goalies, right? We've got another 4 starting goalkeepers, which we do need to use up. Who have we got left? So we've got Martin Peiss, we've got Marciano away to Hercules, which I don't really like in terms of a fixture. We've got Costa, and we've got Armani as well. I've got a feeling River Plate are gonna rotate this weekend. So my normal River stack, or my normal defensive River stack that I used this midweek, which I basically only bought a week ago, but nonetheless would basically consist of this situation. But apparently De La Cruz and Castro probably get rested. So that doesn't look like it's going to be something that I can do basically this midweek. Or this weekend, sorry. So we have to go back to the drawing board and, figure out what else we can do here. Do we think Costa or Martin Peiss is the better option here? Porto have been great recently. I just can't see... I can't see Costa not getting a clean sheet, to be honest, even though I haven't risked him in any of my other under-23 lineups. In terms of defenders here, I think... Do I want to take advantage of super rare bonuses, or do I just want to go with nailed on rare players? Because I have Fofana and Gomez who are probably nailed on. So is Nico, which I don't want to waste. So we'll probably play Fofana in here. For now. Midfielders, Onana is an option. Suzuki Rare is an option, but I would rather not risk him there. Pomical's an option. I don't know. there's not a great bunch of stuff going on here. Maybe Onana here. And then in terms of our forwards, do we just make a really punty team here, guys? And maybe save my good rares for All-Star Rare and play a really, really punty All-Star Rare Pro team to where, like, I really don't care about it that much. I'm going to throw Pice in here because we know we're going to play. He's going to play. Who can we put in here? We'll put George Campbell in. He's a super rare that we could do with using, getting a bit of utility out of. Do we risk Daiki in here just for the sake of it? Or do we need to really risk him? We probably don't need to risk him, but it could just be fun to risk him, to be honest. But maybe it's not worth it. I heard Lucas Anderson is back as well, so that is definitely another option that we can look into. I'm trying to see like what super rares I can play basically, to where. Do we try Vitesse, David? Like you said, maybe Vitessen's the play here off the bench. Lehaji as well, though, that's definitely an option. Even Bale. Bale could play this weekend, you know. He came off the bench yesterday. Do I see Bale featuring against Getafe? Yeah, I honestly do. Like, I'm not being... Because they have Champions League the week after that. I see that being a thing, guys. Maybe we play Bale in here. I honestly see that being a thing. Let me know what you think, guys. Do we think Bale's going to get much of a game against Getafe? I honestly see him getting something. I know they don't like risk. I know they don't like, you know, they don't drop Benzema, do they? That's the issue. Capro says, hi, mate. Any cheap forwards for Underdog Limited League? I haven't looked exactly, but I'll do you a quick search on what I would do. Excuse me. In terms of like finding a cheaper alternative, or a cheaper underdog team. So you want a limited underdog. So we're gonna go. Isn't it under 40 is the limited underdog situation? Under 40, yeah. So change that to 40. Change this to Game Week 260, and then change this to forward. David said, I'll keep an eye on the Leicester game for you. Gakpo, they've just said on TV, isn't fully fit, but they can't drop him, hence risking him. I think Yorbe has a chance. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I'll throw Yorbe in here, actually. Just in case. Like I said, it's a very punty team. I'm not massively worried about if this team doesn't do much, if I'm completely honest. Do we throw in Aaron Ramsey away to St. Mirren? I think he could do well there. Maybe we throw in a Rambo there. Yeah, sorry, Capro. So, yeah, this is what I would do. I mean, when you say cheap, like, how cheap are we talking? I'm just looking through these now. It's hard because my knowledge really lies in under 23, so it'd be hard for me to really gauge, what is good value in, over 23s and specifically this league, or this, underdog situation. The problem is a lot of these players probably won't start, is what I'd be worried about. Santi Mina could be a good shout. Have a look at Santi Mina. David says Ramsey got an excellent fixture. Okay, maybe we'll throw Ramsey in. Yeah, Capro, have a look at Santi Mina. Tell me how much he is. He could be an option for you. Just having a little look through here. I don't know many of these players, to be completely honest. Like, I genuinely don't. So I can't give you too much. Ezekiel Pons could be a good shout. I think he came off the bench last game because somebody got injured. Have a look at him. Any under £15. I mean, Ezekiel Pons doesn't have a limited, so that doesn't help. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to have time to really go through how much these players cost in that sense, but whether you'll find one for less than £15 as a starter, honestly, I have no clue. I don't play limited enough to where I know the prices of everyone. But yeah, this is what I would do. I would go through this list, work out who do you think is going to play, basically, and who's under £15, and maybe go from there. That would be the best way to do it for me. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Okay, under 20 All-Star Rare Pro. We're going to throw Ramsey in. We need an extra player, and that can be a It could be a rare card. Well, it has to be a rare card. I don't want to risk Cameo. I want to play him in a strong all-star rare team. I don't want to risk Onana or Fofana. Gomez. Maybe we'll play. Should we just play a Nico Williams in here? Yeah, we'll throw in a Nico. We'll use up one of our Nicos in here. We'll play the Welsh boys together. And we'll captain Rambo. I think that could be a very punty all-star pro team. And then next we're going to do our all-star rare. All good, mate. Thank you very much. No problem at all, mate. Like I said, I hope whatever I did do there, which wasn't much, I hope that does really help. Okay, we've got loads of goalies left over, and it just annoys me not being able to play them. So yeah, that is annoying. But we're gonna throw in Costa in here, and then this is gonna be a really strong team, I think. We're gonna put Fofana in now for 4 now. We're gonna throw in Onana. We're gonna throw in Camia, who's been good recently AA wise. He hasn't done much in terms of scoring, but I'm hopeful that comes soon. And then we're going to throw in a Gomez. I think that's the team I'm going to go with. I don't want to... I just don't think it's worth the risk with De La Cruz and Casco. I think they're both going to get rested. So that's why I'm not playing them there. And we're going to captain Onana. And yeah, guys, this is looking like the 5 teams I'm going to play for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these teams into Sorare, and then we're going to see what we can do with the rest of the lineups, basically. It might not be much, but hopefully we can do something, right? So let's see what we did throw in for under 23 rare a few days ago. Okay, so we went with George Campbell, Nico Williams, Tani, Suzuki, and Young Wook. So that is going to have to change now to Nishio in here. So I'm going to have to do a lot of changing, which is fine. Which is more than fine. We'll throw Nishio there. And we need to change this to Jesus Ferreira. Where's he hiding? There he is. And we're going to captain Nico Williams. So that is our super rare under 23 team all in. Our rare pro under 23 consists of... Oh, I went with Osaka. That's interesting. We're going to change that to Van der Voort. We're going to keep Bayer, Vieira, and Gakpo in. And we're going to... There's Wook. We're going to throw in Wook, and we're going to keep that as it is. Jacob Brun Larson for you, Gakpo. It didn't start the last game, but always comes off the bench. 17 quid, I think he goes for. That's a good shout, actually, for Hoffenheim, right? Under 23 rare. We're going to go with Osako in goals. What do we do here? Do we go Seo Young Woo? Yeah, we went Young Woo. Okay, so we played for Fana, and we're going to play Arson instead, which is fine with me. I think Arson's a very capable... And we captained Alvarez. I think I'm going to captain Alvarez instead, actually, instead of Enzo. So there's my under 23 teams out of the way. And then next, we've got our All-Star Rare Pro team, our very, very punty team. So it looks like I played... It looks like I played the team that I basically just built in All-Star Rare Pro. So we're going to throw in... we'll throw in Martin Peiss here. We'll then go with... We went with George, didn't we? Yeah, George Campbell in here. We'll go Ramsey. We'll then go with Yorbe Vitesse. Hopefully he gets off the bench and does something for us. And then we'll go with one of our Nico Williamses that we have at our disposal, luckily enough. And we'll do that. And then we'll captain... Did we captain? Yeah, we captain Ramsey. Got a captain Rambo, haven't we? And that'll be that. And then All-Star Rare is going to consist of Diego Costa, Wesley Fofana, Amadou Onana, Camia, and Sergio Gomez. And then we're going to captain Onana like that. And that is the 5 teams that we just built on Sorare Data, right? So what we've got left is... I think we've got the bare bones of an American team. Yeah, we do. That's one player as well that I forgot about. Maicon. He doesn't show up on Sorare Data, but he plays for Corinthians now, and he's under 23. So I think he's a good option. They're playing Botafogo away, and he didn't start in the midweek in the Copa Libertadores. So I have a feeling that he could be a decent player. I kind of need... Do we play him in somewhere, guys? Do we throw him in instead of Ramsey? I just don't trust Ramsey. I'm going to throw Maicon in here instead, I'll be honest. And I'm going to captain Nico. No, I'll captain Maicon. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know why. It's a very risky team, but it's... Yeah, like I said, it's a very throwaway team. I'm not too bothered about what happens there, if I'm completely honest. Is there anything else we can do in terms of these situations? So I must have threw in a weekly special team, an underdog team. Okay. So I threw in Marciano, Odilion. Shaka Boom says River Plate will definitely rotate. Okay, so I'm not worried about throwing in a River Plate stack this midweek, or this weekend, sorry. I'm hearing Luca Pellegrini suspended, so maybe this team's completely pointless, so we're probably just going to X that. And then I did throw in a specialist team that probably doesn't do anything. Leschuk probably doesn't play. Vitinho might play, actually. Lucas Anderson also might play. Daiki will be on the bench at least, and then Lee Hadji might play. So I'm just going to throw that in because why not? I don't have anywhere else really to put those super rares, and I prefer to get some sort of utility out of them. But yeah, maybe... Can I do something in Challenger? Do I have any players left? Okay, we can throw in Nico. We can throw in Marciano. We can throw in Ramsey. The problem is we don't have a forward, which is our issue. So what I'm thinking is, the Barcelona game has started, guys. So I'm just replying to a friend's text. Maybe, guys. Maybe, just maybe, we get rid of the Tessin here and throw in somebody else that's very punty, such as maybe Lehaji. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to throw in a few punty teams this weekend. I've got my core group of like under 23s that like I really focus in on, but the rest of them, I'm just going to go punty. I'm going to go really punty. I'm going to go Nico, Marciano. Oh, I can go Lucas Anderson, Jorbe Vertessen, and I'm going to go Ramsey again. And we're just going to do that and see what happens. It's a very punty team. The team probably doesn't even start, but, it is what it is. It's a problem right now. We have a load of players that like might play, but we've got like 1, 2, like in terms of our teams right now, right? Those, like, that's a strongish team. This is a very punty team. This is a strong team. Under 23 pros a strongish team. Challenger pros punty, and then these super rare teams relatively strong as well. So it's just it's right now I don't have the strength and depth to be able to put out like 6 or 7 really strong teams to where like I'm really confident in them, which is fine. That'll come over time. I'm not too stressed about that. But I just don't like leaving out players, basically. Brad says, what's your thoughts on Timber? If he moves elsewhere, United links, drops in value dramatically or holds, do you think? Good question, Brad. Obviously, Ten Hag is looking like he's going to United, or is going to United. Does he take Timber with him? Maybe. I've heard those rumours. On the surface of things, like, historically, if a good challenger player moves... or a very good challenger player in Timber moves to like the Premier League, they don't tend to score as well, right? That's just how things have worked out. I'm not saying Timber wouldn't score very well in the Prem, but he wouldn't get the scores he's getting at Ajax. So for that reason, he has to decrease in value. For me, that would be my interpretation of the situation. Let me know what you guys would equally think. But yeah, that would be my take on the matter. You know what, guys? I might throw in a very punty all-star super rare team. Because why the hell not? We'll go Vitinho. We'll go Daiki. Don't really have much left, do we? I'm just throwing in these teams as training teams, to be honest. There's nothing I can really do in the sense that, like, I see these teams doing much. We'll captain Salamaicas just in case he does something for us. But yeah, guys, that's looking like the teams, for this upcoming game week. I don't have anything limited-wise. I have a few players that I could play here, but I don't have a forward or a goalkeeper, so it doesn't look like I'll be playing much limited situations over the weekend. We need to then do our gaming area SD leagues. So we'll throw in the best SD league team we can possible. Sorry, just replying to my girlfriend. So, starting goalkeeper. It's got to be Osako or Van der Voort, hasn't it? We'll go Van der Voort. We'll see what we can do with a 4-4-2 first, and then we'll go from there. So we'll definitely play Young Woo. We'll play Bayer. Just trying to figure out like the best-ish team here that we can go with. I don't want to risk Nishio. I'd rather go Gomez. I think I have a lot of firepower this weekend, so maybe we'll go 3 at the back. 3-4-3 might be the play. In terms of our midfielders, we'll go Arsene, Vieira, Fernandez, and who else do we go? Suzuki, maybe. We'll go Onana. Liam Hughes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining the chat. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I'm also, just getting my lineup builders in. Hope you're doing well as well. Brad says, thought the same, just saying up the risk, as if he stays at Ajax for next season, he will be one of the top under-23 defenders, with Martinez losing under-23, so should rise if he stays. Yeah, that's true. He probably does rise if he stays, mate. You are correct there. We'll go Gakpo, Alves, and Young Wook as our forwards, and we'll captain Alves. Alves, why can't I speak? We'll go Osako on the bench with Fofana. Midfielders, we'll go... Who do we go as our midfielder? Maybe Suzuki. Yeah, we'll go Suzuki. And as our forward, we'll go Ferreira. Didn't really need to take too much time doing that. I don't have enough limiteds to play the limited SD leagues. Although I will let you know, guys, it looks like I have a decent finish. So I've got 406 points right now in Mega 5 because I played the whole River Plate stack in Mega 5. And I'm currently 3rd, which is huge. That means I would get some sort of limited reward for doing that for free, which is nice. Just looking at some of the other lineup. So yeah, we've got Roldan, who did well, Gakpo playing now, and Nico obviously didn't play, so nothing will happen in Mega 3. Mega 11, on the other hand, how are we getting on here? David says, Ajax will be really interested next season. They are losing Gravenberch and Mazraoui, and the manager could be a season of change for them. Yeah, I completely agree with you, mate. Could definitely be something, a season of change. So, Young Wook, Camion, Morris all scored well. Maicon poor, Asaka decent. Ramsey looks like he's on the bench. Reyes and Vargas tonight, Fofana and Garcia later. So I don't think we'll get much of a good score here. Koku there's his captain, of course. Who else would it be? Let's just make some lineups for game week 260. And then we'll probably call it a day there, guys. Right, we'll go Van der Voort. We'll throw. We can use some of our. Yeah, we'll go Okumo because I think he'll score well. Seo Young Woo, Bayer, and who else? We'll go Sergio Gomez. We'll give him a chance. We got a few decent limited as well. We'll go Esakra, Vieira, and Fernandez, and then we'll go Young Wook, Cody, and Julian. We'll captain Julian. I'll be honest, I don't put too much thought into these teams if I'm. Like I said, if I'm completely honest, it's just if they win, they win. Great. If they don't, obviously, no sleep lost. But obviously, it's always nice to win something. We'll go Fofana and Nishio here. Midfield 3 of Onana, Arsene, and we'll go Maicon. We give Maicon a chance. We'll go Vieira. And up front, we'll go Camia, and we'll captain Arsene, because I feel like he's going to have a good game this weekend. Mega 5. As our goalkeeper, we'll go Costa. Defender, do we go Nico? Yeah, maybe we go Nico. We'll go Nico. And then midfield 2 of Liendl and Suzuki. Yeah, it looks like Suzuki might have to be the play there. And then up front, we'll go Yorbe. And we'll captain him as well. We'll see what happens there. Mega 3 to finish. Doesn't look like we have too much choice left in terms of like guaranteed starters. So we'll go Ramsey. We shall go Nico. Do you know what? We'll put Bale in here as well. We'll go with the deadly Welsh duo of, or trio, sorry, of Bale, Nico and Ramsey. So that's sort of Meg out the way. So we don't really need to look at that now. And yeah, we're just going to have a little, one more last look at the teams that we've built. And then, yeah, guys, I'll probably leave the stream there. Please do make sure you've left a like on the stream, guys. It does really mean a lot to me. Helps YouTube know that you are enjoying the streams. Hopefully you are enjoying the streams. Hopefully you're just not watching because I'm forcing you to. Yeah, only joking. In terms of, yeah, so All-Star Rare, Costa, Fofana, Onana, Camia, Gomez. Looks like a solid team to me. All-Star Rare Pro, very punty, but we've got Pice, Campbell, Maicon, Lehaji, and Nico Williams. Under 23 of Osako, Youngwoo, Arsene, Alvarez, and Fernandez. Under 23 Rare Pro of Van der Voort, Bayer, Vieira, Cho Young-wook, and Gakpo. Challenger Europe Pro, Marciano, Nico, Lucas Anderson, Yorbe Vertessen, and Aaron Ramsey. And then Super Rare, we're going to go with a very punty Super Rare team of Amani, Rare, Vitinho, Daiki, Sangbin, and Silamikers. Dobbins has just joined the crew. Dobbins, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining. I'm actually right at the end of the stream, to be fair, but you're just catching the end of these teams. And then we've got under 23 Super Rare of Tani, Nico, Suzuki. We're going with Jesus Ferreira Rare and Nishio Super Rare. So, yeah, mixed bag this weekend. Like, I'm really excited for my All-Star team. I'm excited for the under 23 Rare Pro. But the Challenger Pro and the All-Star Pro are very punty alongside the Super Rare All-Star team as well. And then I'm obviously very excited for the under 23 as well. Gutted I can't really put out any limited teams this weekend. Hopefully I can next weekend. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to check how the boys are. Hopefully we hold a tier 1. That would be nice. How are we looking here? So 97% of the rankings are done already. Wow. Hopefully, imagine if we came first here. That would be insane. And then just looking at my under 23 Rare team, which probably doesn't win anything at all. This team, okay, Garcia started off well. He's got his tackle. He's got 2 duels won, and very good start from you. The rankings are 98% done. Jesus, that's a lot. I didn't expect them to be that done. Lucas Anderson, backmate, had his limited for a few months. Yeah, I saw a tweet. Well, I retweeted a tweet, or quote tweeted a tweet a few hours ago. Let me show you here. Where is it? Here he is. Lucas Anderson, I'll read. I don't think you can understand Danish. Maybe you can. Captain Lucas Anderson has been selected for the squad and thus make a comeback for AIB on Friday night. Yeah, so hopefully he's back. I don't think he'll start, but hopefully he's back in the squad, and something can happen there. Coltrane said, outrageous ball from Verman. Did they score? I'm not sure if they did. But yeah, looks like a good start from the boy Garcia. Hopefully he can carry this on now. I'm refreshing already, hoping that something's changed. No, nothing's changed. 0-0. But yeah, guys, that will be the end of the stream. Hopefully we end up with a couple of tier 1s. That would be insane. At the end of this game week, obviously I would show you those in some sort of video over the next few days. Thank you for watching. And I shall see you guys in the next live stream, which will be in a few days. Thank you.